So this house is Angel Muse, and it's about just a little bit over 300 years old. It's the carriage house to the inn that's across the street, and the inn is around the same age, and it had a brothel upstairs, an inn downstairs, and small accommodations for sailors who were tired after their long journey across the ocean. Yeah, the boat would come in with the cargo. They'd offload that, and then the weary sailors would go upstairs and entertain themselves with the brothel. And if they were really weary, they'd just go to sleep, or they'd have a plane or two downstairs. And after that, they'd unhook the horses and bring it across and right through into our living room, actually. The carriage house, the living room part of it was the actual stables for the horses. The amount of settlers that were here it wasn't anything near to what it is today. It would have been a few thousand. And they were scattered around the island.
Mostly British?
Mostly British. There were a few that Native Americans, and possibly a sprinkling of African Americans. Or they came straight from the continent of Africa. So we got all three.
Was there slavery at that time, 300 years ago?
At that time, there was not so much slavery, but there was indentured servitude. So people who owed a debt found themselves in a bit of a pickle, and they were obliged to work it off. They would have been brought here mainly on the boat to work as crewmen.
Oh, okay.
So those people that I told you about that were offloading the cargo and all that kind of thing, in lieu of a proper pay, they were probably working off their debt. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was probably a stipend for their, expenses once they got on the island, but there wasn't a lot to do here back then. And so that brothel and the inn would have been like the highlight of that journey.